Hi everyone, I'm Bri Eggers and welcome to the KTVB News Studios. This is where we do everything that you see on your TV screen at home. And I want to talk to you a little bit more about what I do as a meteorologist on our team and how my day starts, because there's a lot that happens right before you even see us on TV. So come on over here into the Weather Center and we'll start with some forecast models. Now, we already talked about how we predict the future. Looking ahead into the future, it's tricky business. But in order to do that, we have to know what the weather is like right now. So we take all of that current data. One way that we find that data with weather balloons, which we also talked about, and all of that data will go into our computers, and the computer models will do some very complicated equations to give us a guess of what might be happening in the future. So we look at a lot of charts that look like this. It's a little tricky, right? Can you tell what the weather is going to be like just by looking at maps like this? Well, that's why I went to school, is to learn how to see this, read this, and come up with a weather story so that I can give you the forecast at home. And in order to do that, we turn to this computer here, which has a program on it that's probably not unlike something that you've used in school. PowerPoint, for example. We have different slides where we can show pictures of current conditions, temperatures, of course you've seen this on TV, also wind speeds. Today it's fairly breezy, as you can see with those numbers there, and the arrows are pointing the direction that the wind is coming from. And we take a look at things like this, satellite and radar imagery, to show us what the weather's like right now and give us an idea of what might be coming in the future. As all of our weather moves from west to east, we have high pressure that's building in for us today. And of course, the end of a forecast typically ends with the 7-day forecast, the all-important 7-day forecast, so that you can plan for the week ahead. And that's what we're here for, is to help you plan for those days ahead. Once we get all of those slides, pictures, graphics set, we're ready to give our forecast on TV. Sometimes when you're sitting at home, you may see us do the forecast from right here in the studio, where we have a television screen behind us and we can clearly see what our forecast graphics look like. But a lot of times we do our forecast over here. It's known as the chroma key, but also known as the green screen, and you can clearly see why. It's a big green wall. So do you see the 7-day forecast behind me? Then how would I know that the forecast is behind me? Well, I'll show you. There are 3 ways that I know. When I'm standing right here, I have a camera in front of me, but it also has a television monitor, which is kind of like a mirror. And then I also have a television screen to my left and one to my right. So I'm able to look at those monitors and see what the graphics are behind me, even though it's just a green wall. To you at home and to me with the TV that I'm looking at, I can see that we have high pressure that's building in for us, which means sunnier days ahead. And as we move toward the beginning of next week, we also have some colder air that's draining in. That's how our team of meteorologists does the forecast from here at KTVB Studios, so that you can see it on your TV at home.
Third coldest October in 80 years here in Boise.
It will still be above normal for daytime highs, but you'll notice that some of the higher elevations will be warmer.
I want to just point out that we had the high clouds today, but you notice how it's starting to clear out just a bit.
So one of the things that's really fun about the green screen is the magic of the green screen. Now, we would never do this on the news, but you see this green blanket that I'm holding right here? Well, the computer shows the weather graphics on anything that's green. So see, now I'm a floating head, or I can have a floating arm. Oh, and there's my leg, or hey, I just disappeared. It really is the magic of the green screen, and that's exactly why we never wear green ties or green dresses or green jackets, so we don't disappear on TV. Well, I guess that about covers it. Thank you for joining me for a tour of the KTVB studios and of course the Weather Center, because I always love any time that I can talk about weather for a few minutes. And we appreciate you watching KTVB. You can always find us on air, or you can find us online at ktvb.com, and we'll see you on the next newscast.